Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm overweight, I'm slow, and I'm training for my first half marathon. This is week 9, day 1. I ran 3 miles. I'm very irritated at my shoes right now. Normally I wear zero drop barefoot style shoes, and that really helps my running form, and I really like them. I do have a pair of just regular running shoes that I occasionally wear. And I wore them today because my ankle has been bothering me, and so I put a wrap on it. And my barefoot shoes, they aren't fully adjustable around the ankle. You can adjust how tight it is over the foot, but the ankle opening is just elastic, and so it stretches, but only so far. So if I wear a wrap or a brace on my ankle, the zero drop shoes don't fit. It's too tight around the ankle, so I have to wear my regular running shoes. The more comfortable I am with my zero drop barefoot shoes, the less comfortable these regular running shoes are. They shape my foot funny. So, yeah, I was running along and I suddenly realized my toes on my left foot are falling asleep. And I remember that used to happen all the time when I used to run in just normal running shoes. And it hasn't happened for a long time because I haven't been wearing them. So that was annoying. It's not comfortable running with tingly toes. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably try to get a pair of barefoot style running shoes that are more fully adjustable so that I can wear them even when I need a wrap or a brace around my ankle. Anyway, I ran at a pretty easy pace today. It was like 15:40 something per mile. Partly because, well, 3 reasons. First, because I'm supposed to be running like at an easy pace for most of the time. Second, because my ankle was hurting. And third, because tomorrow I have a 6-mile run with fartleks, which is, running harder for periods of time. So I didn't want to push hard for this one when I have to push hard for next one. So anyway, so yeah, that is week 9, day 1. Day 2 of week 9. I ran, sorry for all the traffic noise. This is a busy street. Can't do anything about it really. I ran 6 miles and I was supposed to do 10 fartleks. In this case it was 10 intervals of 30 seconds faster speed and however long I needed to recover in between. I lost count around 7 or 8, and so when I went back and looked at my app to see how many intervals I actually did, I did 11 instead of 10, which is fine. My average pace was 15:23 per mile. My fastest pace was about 10 minutes per mile, which is really cool. Of course, I only maintained that pace for 30 seconds at a time. My foot really hurts. It's my right foot, all around the arch area. I'm scheduled to do 4 miles tomorrow. I may or may not do them. I might take a break from running just for a few days to see if I can get my foot to feel any better. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel tomorrow, and I will update then. Today is week 9, day 3. I'm supposed to run 4 miles today. I am not running 4 miles today. My foot still hurts. So I looked up how to apply kinesiology tape for top of foot pain, so I put that on. And I'm just out for a walk. I don't know how long my walk is going to be. Probably not 4 miles. If I'm feeling extra awesome, I might toss in a tiny bit of a jog, but I probably won't. I'm just out here moving my body so that I can have that at least. But I don't want to make the foot pain worse, so I'm not going to be pushing it today. And tomorrow is a full body strength workout, so that should be okay. And yeah, my current pace is something like 28 minutes per mile, which is a stroll. Anyway, I would rather be running, but my foot would not. So I've gone well, by the time I get home, I will have gone a total of about 1.4 miles. I'm almost home now. My average pace has been about 30 minutes per mile. My foot feels okay. It doesn't feel any worse than it did when I started, so that's that's good. And that has been day 3 of week 9. Week 9, day 5. Yesterday I did a full body strength workout. Matthew, shh. And Matthew worked out alongside with me, and if you haven't ever seen an almost 6-year-old working out with little 2-pound weights, doing squats and lunges and bicep curls, you don't know what you're missing because it's adorable. Today I was scheduled to run 3 miles. I'm not wanting to push my foot at this point, so instead I did about an hour and 10 minutes on the recumbent bike. Just long enough for an episode of a fun TV show, so that was fun. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm scheduled to run 10 miles tomorrow. I don't think that I want to push my foot that hard that far. So I will update tomorrow with what I have decided to do. Even if I don't get in like hardly any more training between now and the half marathon, which I am still planning on doing training, and I'm really hoping to get in a lot more running, but even if I don't, I know that I am capable of running or jogging or even walking 13.1 miles. So whatever happens, I am going to do that half marathon. If I have to walk it, that's fine. There's no time limit on it. So I'm just kind of playing it by feel right now as to my foot and what I should and should not be attempting as far as exercise. And we'll go from there. Okay, week 9, day 6. I have decided what I'm going to attempt. I'm going to
go downstairs and get on the treadmill. I have sports drink and water and energy chews as if I'm going for a really long run, but I haven't decided how far I'm going to go because I'm just going to let that be determined by how my foot feels. I'm using the treadmill so that if I decide, okay, I've run long enough and my foot is killing me or something like that, I don't have to walk back home. I don't have to walk back to the car. I just have to get off the treadmill and walk 3 feet to the couch. So I will get on the treadmill, I'll walk for a little bit, and then I will try running and we'll see what happens. If it just is not meant to be and I don't run and I'm not able to run, then I'll hop over onto the bike and work out there today. So that's my general plan. We'll see what happens.
Well, I did not go 10 miles, but I did go 6 miles, and it took me 2.5 hours to do it. I started and ended by walking, and I jogged very slowly for the majority of it. My maximum pace was like 2.4 miles per hour. I'm not sure what that translates to as far as minutes per mile, but it's very, very slow. Very slow. But yeah, my foot felt okay, and I just kept going, and I was finally just like, nah, 2.5 hours is a long time. I think I'm good. So yeah, I hope that my very slow but very long time on my feet did not adversely affect my foot, and that I'll be okay to run some more next week. Good morning. It is Monday, week 10, day 1 of my half marathon training. My schedule for today says 5 miles plus upper body and core workout. My foot is still not perfect, but I am going to give it a try and see how far I get, kind of like last time, except that this time I'm outside instead of on the treadmill. Absolute worst case scenario, if I get to the point where I realize, no, I shouldn't be running, I shouldn't even be walking, I can call my husband and have him pick me up. I'll try to avoid that if I can, because he likes to sleep. But yeah, I don't expect to be going fast, and we'll see how this morning goes. I made it a total of 2.8 miles. I got 1.4 miles and my foot was like, don't keep going, just don't. So I turned around and got back to my starting point through a mixture of walking, jogging very slowly, and slightly hobbling. My average pace was 19:22 per mile. Like I said, I was gonna be slow today. Tomorrow I'm supposed to run 6 miles. I'm not going to. I'm going to ride the bike. And I might do it the day after that too. We'll see. I like to watch running videos on YouTube, and I watched one yesterday, and the guy mentioned it is better to show up for a race a bit undertrained than to show up overtrained. I don't remember all his reasoning, but I'm just like holding on to that. Yes, I'm going to be undertrained, but it's better than being overtrained. So, most of me is glad that I got out and ran today, or jogged today. My foot is not, but everything else is. And yeah, I think I'll just stick with the bike until my foot feels like I can handle running again. Week 10, day 2. I was supposed to run 6 miles. Instead, I went on a 6-mile bike ride. I used my younger son's bike because it's smaller and it fits me better. But I used the seat from my older son's bike because it's soft and padded and squishy and less uncomfortable. It's a good workout. I wish that I could be running, but with my foot, it's not wise. I'm enjoying riding a bike, which is, I've avoided it like my entire adult life. This is just part of the autism is, when I decide, nope, that's not okay to do, then I don't do it. Until years later when I'm like, maybe I can readjust my thinking or something and I can be okay with this. And so, well, anyway, that's what happened. I'm okay with riding a bike now, which is awesome. Go me. Overcoming obstacles. Week 10, day 3. This morning I had to give my daughter a ride to a morning devotional and then hang out and wait for that to be done so that I could take her to school. So while the devotional was going on, I walked around that neighborhood. So I took a half-hour walk. I thought about maybe jogging for a little bit of it, but my foot was not feeling up to jogging, so I'm not pushing that. And then after I dropped her off at school and came home, I spent an hour and like 10 minutes on the stationary bike. So good workout. Not the 4-mile run that I was supposed to do today, but that's okay. I got plenty sweaty and feels good. I do wish that I could be running, but it's better to let my foot heal so that I can run later instead of keep trying to run and end up not being able to run for the rest of my life or something dramatic like that. So that was week 10, day 3. All right, this is week 10, day 5. As you can see by the window, it is late at night. Let's see, we'll start with yesterday, day 4. I did a full body strength workout. It was a really good one. My legs have been sore all day. And then today I was scheduled for a 3-mile run. I just now finished riding the stationary bike, and I spent an hour and 10 minutes on it, long enough for an episode of a fun show. My foot, I don't know what is going on with it. I keep being concerned about it being a stress fracture, but every time I look up stress fracture, the symptoms are that it's swollen and very tender to the touch, and mine is not. My foot looks completely normal. I can press on it all over and it doesn't cause pain. Basically, the only thing that makes it hurt is when I put pressure on it while walking or running. And I'm not sure what to do with that. So, for now, I'm still just getting in workouts on the bike and doing strength training. I really wish I could be running. Today
was so nice. It was a beautiful day. I could feel the autumn in the air. It was so nice, and it would have been a beautiful day for a run. And I did not go running, and it made me sad. I am really, really hoping that this clears up because my half marathon is in 2 weeks. So, yeah. Week 10, day 6. I was scheduled to do an 11-mile run today. This was supposed to be my longest long run of this training cycle. Instead, I did a 12-mile bike ride. I used my older son's bike this time. I found that if I put the seat as far down as it could go, then it worked out okay. It wasn't too big, too tall. This particular bike does not have the ability to shift gears, so it was the same gear all the way through, and it's not an easy gear. So it was definitely a better workout than with an easier bike. Inclines were really hard. I had to like push really hard and work up a burst of speed so that I could get enough momentum to crawl up the hills. Anyway, I went 6 miles out and 6 miles back. There were some stretches of absolutely beautiful scenery, just gorgeous. I love being out in nature. The trees and the river and all the plants, and it was just so nice. Very breezy day, not too hot. Very nice day to be out. I wish I had been running, but it was a really good bike ride. The only issue was that at 7 miles I heard a really loud pop, and eventually figured out that I had popped the back wheel of the bike. So yeah, 5 miles from home and I had a flat tire. I know it's not a good idea to ride a bike on a flat tire, but I didn't really have a lot of options. Like I said, I was 5 miles away from home, and I wasn't gonna walk home because I'm trying to protect my foot right now and let that heal. And I couldn't really call my husband to come pick me up because where I was on the trail, it's not really accessible by car. Anyway, so I rode home on a flat tire, which basically just made all of my pedaling less efficient. So I had to pedal harder, and it was hard, and I'm really tired, and my quads are like, yeah, I had some burning quads. But it was a good workout. So that is the end of these 2 weeks. I don't know what the next 2 weeks hold for me as far as what type of training I'll be doing. I don't know how much running I'll get done. I really hope that I'll be able to get in at least a couple runs before my half marathon, which is in 2 weeks. All right, signing off until next time.